Hello, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Johnny Baghead, the bassist for Max Payne. I don't know why. I don't know what they saw that was similar about us. It might have been that time that I was in the bathroom. I was taking my meds, and I was like, I've got chronic pain in my favourite jacking arm. And they stole that line for this game, but I don't know why. Like, are we even that similar looking? I don't see it, personally. But we're going to finish this game. We've been playing this game. We're going to finish it. I'm just going to disclose, though, these are just belts. They're not... I don't own a gun holster. I just got some belts. And I'm just wearing belts. See? They changed that, too. Here, just my belt a bit. There we go. Okay. It's a shame I didn't have this first, because now we're on Vest Max. I have the right vest. And though the vest isn't sweaty, I'm sweaty enough that's accurate to the character. But yeah. So, last we left off, Max is a fucking idiot. Who'd have thought it? But in all seriousness, it came through that, hey, that Paso guy said who went to the academy together. You probably didn't. Also, he brought you here because he knew you were a drunk wreck to shoot up the place. And there's actually this big conspiracy going on with, like, the paramilitary cops snatching people. So we're breaking into, like, an abandoned... I forget what it was. Hospital? This place. Here we are.
It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind?
Yep.
I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right.
Yeah.
I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Like that line. Oh yeah, and we've got our silencer, this bottle taped to a gun, that I'm pretty sure would do absolutely nothing. It would hide the flash, but I think that's about it. Hang on, I'm going to move the mic a little bit. Try and position everything right. Maybe. Oh, Max. Oh, we've got so many paths. So one thing I was trying to do for this stream, and I just failed at, to be honest, is I was trying to find the, like, first leaked image of Max for this game, and either the way I remember it's different, or I just can't find it because it was a leak. Because the version I kept finding was the Game Informer cover. There must be something in this room. Why is this room even here? Oh, whatever. I mean, you remember everything that happened in Max Payne 2. Where he was like, oh, Moda! Oh, what shall I do? She's a hot femme fatale. Oh, there you go. Burning bodies. Bad stuff's happening. But yeah, so when I was trying to find the, like, proto Max, I should preface and say there actually are multiple. I looked this up, and they announced Max Payne 3 in 2004. That's that's how long Rockstar was making this game.
Either those guys wheeled their trash out on stretchers, or something was seriously wrong here.
It kept getting rebooted. As I mentioned in a past stream, it came out a few years ago that there was a version of this game that was going to be set in Russia. But I remember there being a leaked image of Max that was different from the Game Informer cover. It's similar to the Game Informer cover, but I remember him looking more old and out of shape than he does in the Game Informer cover, and he looks bad in that one. Actually, the version I remember is the one where he has a Hawaiian shirt, but it's a different shirt. It's a red one, which I found that image, but I think it's a later version of it. Because the version I found, I think, was after...
When you find yourself in hell, dance with the devil.
Oh, I like that line.
Ufe. Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier, I'd have called it a coincidence.
Okay, so if you look up
already.
Max Payne 3 Game Informer cover, Clarice, and you'll see, like, that's what the first, like, official reveal was. But the version I found of the red Hawaiian jacket... Oh. Okay. I like how you can shoot some locks off, but not a chain. Can't shoot a chain. He does have a bit of a belly. Hang on. It's just not much of a belly. It's like a very tiny amount of belly. But for a while, Max Payne 3, it was going to be a different actor. Rockstar were talking about how they wanted a different actor and stuff, and I remember there being a lot of backlash until they finally decided to bring the same guy back, who's also doing like the motion capture, and I think even his face is used.
The Imperial Palace Hotel was a 5-star.
Oh, okay, it's a hotel.
Shithole.
I can't remember what it used to be.
To find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load.
I will say, in retrospect, that Game Informer cover's really bad, because in the early concept art, Max's face looked completely different. It just did not look like Max at all. But I remember there being an even earlier leak, and I just remember the backlash to that. I was joking earlier about, oh, basing Max Payne off of me. That early version was, like, actually my body type.
Quê? Você não tá fazendo nada, tô fazendo tudo sozinho.
Como é que eu não tô pegando nada, rapaz? Tô trabalhando aqui, ficando de olho e escutando você reclamar. Olha o quê? Para com essa viadagem, para de reclamar.
I want to try and get one of these close kills. There we go. We have seen like 2 of those this entire playthrough. Oh. Still got it, Max. Clarice in chat says 50-year-olds is your body type. Kind of. Okay, it's not that bad. Maybe 40. I'm getting better though. I've been working on it. But you're not. I would say video game 50-year-olds, like protagonist 50-year-old at video games, because they're completely different than like an actual 50-year-old. Definitely the aches and pains. Oh man, the music's going real hard here. Alright. Which I think fits for some of the stuff you start to see in this level. Oh! Oh, he moved. It's kind of funny. I remember when I was talking to people who just straight up don't like this game because it's what's different about it and not what's, say, good about it. One of the things they moan about was the camera placement. They were like, oh, it's a over-the-shoulder one, and the camera's not in the center like it used to be. And it's like, that's actually not even true. It's like, yeah, when you use the aim button, it is over the shoulder. But when you're not using that button, it's in the middle. then again, it's like it's not like middle placement is actually the best place for third-person shooters. And as I said, the cover stuff doesn't bother me because you used to just do this in Max Payne 1 and 2. Anyway, you still use cover. You just didn't have like an actual button for it. Got clipped. 10 minutes in troop dodge. Yeah. Who's shooting? Where are you? Where are you? Look at my stupid fucking gold gun. I keep forgetting I've got the gold gun for this one. Alright, anything back here? No. Max's button pressing skills getting even better. The only thing really is just grenades are missing, and I don't really miss them that much. It is a little weird that the enemies get them and you don't. But aside from that... Oh, apparently I reloaded at some point. But yeah, I do miss the kind of stacking bullet time and the quick reload from 2. It's the only thing I think I would have kept that's not kept here. Oh, that's a different gun. Oh. Not good for this situation. What's going on? Why can't I see my... There we go. I think I was like aiming right where my head was. What's what's up with this guy? Oh, there we go. There we go. Guess we're going this way. It's a little weird that the oh no, this is backwards. Where are we going? Down? I guess down. Oh, now I need to find pills. Why do they keep dying like this? Oh, that's interesting. He wasn't like completely dead. It's a different... Oh.
De Silva and I had the same fan club. I knew enough and he knew too much. We'd both become targets.
Let me have a look again. Yeah, there he is at the top. Oh.
Você tem a mínima ideia de
There we go. Oh, I've got to be really careful now. So one thing I did find out while I was doing research trying to find this concept stuff is I found out that there was
I needed to find a way upstairs. Surely nobody would notice another hole in the wall.
There was a prequel comic for this game. And what's interesting, it's both a slight retelling at the beginning of the New Jersey bit. Like, it's not the whole of that chapter, but it's like the bit of him in the bar.
This thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man.
I like that. There are some good lines in this, but it's actually like it's a mini retelling, I think, of like Max Payne 1, 2, and even some like new backstory about Max Payne's childhood. Also like how he met his wife and stuff like that wasn't mentioned before. And it actually well, it was written by Dan or Sam. I always get them mixed up. It was one of the Hauser brothers and Sam Lake, the guy who wrote 1 and 2. It's kind of interesting because when I like hear from people, they always talk like Remedy and Sam Lake had no involvement in this game. But everything I look up, it's like, okay, Sam Lake wrote co-wrote the prequel graphic novel.
Ufe. That deal at the favela was getting dirty.
And
by the
they
men.
were the Remedy in general consulted on this
Bastards were
studio
clearly in bed
and
with
said they
Crush and
liked
Prado.
the game even before it was
I just had
out.
to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. De Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Quick. I said get. Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare.
Yeah, I told you about that feature. I guess it's been officially added now, though, because it kind of got leaked,
Whatever
from what I understand.
hell this was De Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end
That was
to
the leader of the gang that was doing the initial kidnappings.
I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Já que está tudo certo, o que você acha que eu estou fazendo? Você sabe o que aconteceu a última vez. Não deve ficar mais uma
Okay,
vez.
good.
Tá tudo
Got some
bem.
painkillers.
Então vamos lá, criança. Já perdemos
Alright.
muito tempo aqui. Porra!
Yeah. I don't know if that was actually a good way to do that, but it was fun. Okay, that gun has kind of nuts range. Yeah, we'll have to get that set up at some point. Let's go back to dual wield. Actually, let's get that. Because I don't know, like, yeah, there's issues with the story and the writing, but I don't think the writing is 100% on Max. It's just it's like Max hamming it, like phoning it in, is the way I would put it. Like, oh, he's still doing his monologuing, internal monologuing. He's just not doing it as good all the time, though he's still good enough that even when he does do it, it's still decent. Where'd that guy go? There we go. Oh, there's a lot of people back there. Reloading cover. But yeah, that's always the way I see this categorized. It's just like, oh yeah, this is a game that is you know, it's that far removed from the original games and developers. It's like, that's not really accurate. Oh, I did find something interesting that's kind of funny, is I found an old news post that claimed there was a Max Payne HD of 1 and 2 coming in like 2011. They announced it, and I don't think it ever came out. Like, and apparently, what was even weird is like it was coming to phones first. Oh, I gotta be real careful now. There we go.
This was hell on earth. De Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was in too far now.
Oh, yeah, hanging on by the skin of our teeth. One thing I did find out as well, when I was looking stuff up, there is actually, if you beat Max Payne 2 on the hardest ending... Hello? Oh, sorry. Oh. Ugh, excuse me. I don't know what on. Ugh. Someone's talking shit about me, clearly. But, if you,
Time to see what fresh hell awaited me upstairs.
not yet. I got a touch of consumption.
There it was. The soundtrack to my life.
Yeah, he can play good now.
And, for a few seconds, came harmony.
I do like this gimmick because it's obviously it's brought over from like 1 and 2, but I like how they expanded it and brought it into the narrative.
Finally.
The only thing is that because the game's taught out of order, he starts out okay, then gets better, then gets worse. No, he starts out decent, and then gets worse, and then finally is better. Ow. Oh yeah, okay. I think I remember this now. There was a big like, it's August harvesting.
What the fuck is going on here? How much do you want? What have you been doing? I am a doctor. I help people. What have you been doing here? It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please. What have you been doing? I have a lot of money. Look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please. Caralho! Caralho! Espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata! Não, não! Pelo amor de Deus!
E aí, doutor?
Yep.
For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in.
Oh, not going that way. Yeah. So yeah, but there's a bigger story thing coming on. But it again, it's a fault I think in multiple games. Though I think this game probably suffers the most from there's nothing really driving you forward early on. I think I only have like 2 or 3. I don't know where I can check. I can only check which pieces I found in the current level.
Even I could guess what demolition
The golden
meant.
guns, I'd have to
That
go to the
building was
menu.
condemned in more ways than one.
But yeah, what was I going to mention? Max Payne 2, if you beat the game on the hardest difficulty, Mona actually survives. That seems kind of crazy to me, because it seems very counter to the narrative. But also...
There had to be something I wasn't seeing.
Oh, there we go. Pizza. It's clearly not canon though, and it always came. Apparently, like people were talking about, it's like it always came off as non-canon. Because even if she somehow survived, she'd still have ended up in prison. Yeah, kind of like Meryl. I'm trying to think. There's a few other games that do that where they have like non-canon endings if you can do the game on like a higher difficulty
It
or
was
something.
locked from the outside.
But yeah, it's not surprising
They
they
had a
didn't
fucking
keep that
arsenal
as
in
canon.
here. It was time to bring this little hellhole to the ground, so I decided to put some of their C4 to good use.
Look at him go to work. Why does he know how C4 works, by the way? Like, he was a... he worked in... Okay, he was a DEA agent for a bit, but he's mainly like a homicide detective. He shouldn't know how to do this. Who knows? Maybe he was just looking into it while he was, you know, between jobs. That's interesting me, that door. That makes me think there's something important there at some point. It is very Metal Gear. You're right. Okay. Oh. So yeah, right now we just gotta...
I'd seen some dark shit in my time, but this was something else.
Probably could have just
These
done this in
vermin
as a
had gone into
cutscene.
a place where life was cheap and found a way to get rich off it.
I mean,
I just
well,
wanted to finish this and get far away from here.
there is the
Then
benefit that
through
you
the
can
forest,
still
where the
pick up
rats come out of their
the
holes.
guns and parts during this cutscene. I find this really funny though, because there's been tons of gunfire and they're like cautiously looking around like, what's going on? Okay, there's more enemies here than I thought. Okay, I gotta get a bit closer. Yeah, yeah. Extra hit.
At least my visitors have been kind enough to leave the gate open.
let's look for ammo. There's a lot of guns we actually haven't used. You know what, let's go dual wield for a bit. We haven't done it for a while.
If I'd thought about this too much, I'd never get through it.
Can't believe it,
was time
man.
to see what VIP treatment awaited me on the penthouse floor. Either Victor Bronco and Nevis were doing a lot of charity work together, or this was payment for something else. Were the Crash of Prado in Victor's pocket? Had he tipped them off about the stadium exchange?
Ah, it's all coming together. I like that you go in there to get the C4 as a cutscene. Oh, lasers. Oh, I see. They're like across the way from here. Still really good sense of scale. Like, I'm kind of shocked how big some of these levels are. Oh! Oh! Oh, golden gun. Alright, sniper section again. Yeah! I like that guy just reloading out in the open. The thrill of reloading in the middle of battle. Do you even want to get in cover? Okay, is that it? Oh, who's shooting at me? Yeah!
Any time I bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now.
Okay. I'm bad with names, so I forgot the name of the Max Payne voice actor. His work's been really good in this game. That line delivery was a bit a bit bad. That was a little goofy. I have to do it now. I have to do it now. Oh, his sunglasses came off. That's really nitpick at this point, though. It's like the one line he's done that's been a bit... it sounded a little off. Okay. I've got kind of turned around here. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. I don't want to plant that yet.
At the top of this house of cards. Now is the time to play my ace.
Ah, I don't think I've even seen the RPG yet. At least not being able to use one. So that's really funny. I think with a lot of the guns, they're kind of hidden. So like they would be available in areas, but you have to really find them, sort them out.
That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building and all the evil in it.
Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody?
Wanna be a hero? I got nothing to lose. Let's do it.
Que porra que tá acontecendo aqui?
Senor Neves.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
That's...
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue. That's what my fucking problem is.
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the Brancos. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
At least I fucking tried.
Well done with your effort. The whole city is grateful. The great
I remember this scene
American
being good.
savior of the poor.
That's right.
You think you made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs.
We pay for everything. We have the records.
Oh, so people can sell their livers, their hearts, their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck.
We get people safe in the city. Decent people.
I mean, this is a cliche scene, but it's, you know,
I know
it's
a
in
lot
so
of
much
powerful
fiction.
people.
The whole I'm the villain,
Powerful
but I think
people
what I'm doing is
are gonna
good,
help
even
you out
though
of
I'm
this
clearly
one,
not
buddy.
believing my own bullshit. Max, you fucking don't. He's like so upset over that conversation. He's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna. Just gonna fucking start this explosion early. Oh no. There's something weird about when this happens that they don't let you, like, turn. Oh, dead. Probably should have moved a bit. Whoop, whoop. Oh. I like how they're not trying to get away either. Like, okay, this guy, you know, just put a bunch of explosives on support pillars. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Had to have a lay down there, sorry. Oh. Like, that's still really impressive to me. Even like, you can see some of the imperfections, like, for the time. Oh! Didn't see you. Oh! He wasn't dead. Okay, I gotta be real careful now. My health is, Oh. Phew. Oh! Come on, come on. There! Oh, I almost did not did not win that. Oh yeah, that's a bad idea. These are like the closest thing this game has to bosses, which I don't mind that that's gone. It was always a little cheesy. Yeah. To, you know, to have this kind of like realistic, gritty story, and have a guy that takes like 10 clips to take out.
I told you the city was dangerous, friend.
I kind of like it. It's growing on me.
Nice to see a happy tourist smiling.
Oh, well, there you go.
What the fuck are you doing here?
I came back
I can see that. But why?
to save you.
Oh, yeah, real hero.
Listen,
Now, come with me, Max. To Brazil. Get a chance to play the fuck.
Sorry, that line just reminded me of like all the fucking times you see messages online are like, yo, come to Brazil, my friend. Just for streamers. They're like, yeah, come to Brazil. It's like it's that version of this.
Oh, guy, in a plot that my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
what are you talking about? I don't know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo are trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get into losing the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you.
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. This thing works.
Showing off all your gun holsters. All I had was 2 fucking belts. They are useful though. If you're tired, you can just put your arm in it like this. The illusion looks okay. If I don't like move around too much, you don't realise I've just got 2 belts on. Yeah. Fuck.
I owe.
Oh no,
I owe you everything.
he's back
No,
on
you
with his
don't.
suit now.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
I was there. It wasn't your fault.
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you. Don't be too long.
This night, it's kind of, you know, it doesn't happen to Max, but it is nice that there's kind of a happy ending for someone in one of these
Well, buddy,
games.
that's it.
Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York, maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador. Maybe we'll just stay there.
Me, I got business to take care of.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I know, I know it was very wrong.
It's alright, it's done. And hey, I'm having myself a fun old time. Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I might as well die in the sunshine as die in the snow.
Look, I'm sorry, I'm leaving. I got a kid coming. You know
See,
how
I
it
don't
is.
know. Like, somebody early... It's kind of interesting. I think the writing of, like, Max's dialogue
I
got
almost didn't say
better
goodbye to you.
as the game
I
went
said to
on.
myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you.
I wonder if that is from the Remedy
Trying to look
stuff,
after yourself,
because
Max? Huh?
apparently they did, you know, come in
is
and
worth
consult
living.
near the end of development. And again, I can't stress this enough. They announced this game in 2004.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay.
I don't think
I've,
he's the kind of
looked through this information
uncle
we
you'd
gathered.
want
It's
to
not
looking
very
after a
nice.
kid.
What is it?
It's the UFA. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially, there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative?
Like, I don't know if they directly say it, but at this point,
De Silva had promised me a 10
this
o'clock
guy is still
showcase.
kind of using
I had to
Max
make
for a
sure I
battle
was
that
on
isn't
stage
his
and
still.
ready for my close-up.
Diga a Becker. Que vim para ele. Ah!
Oversold that a bit, Max. I mean, that's kind of the... Again, it's why I have that theory that it was somewhat self-referential, because it's Rockstar essentially doing the same thing to the character. But it's also a bit weird, because it's like, oh yeah, we're kind of making fun that we're bringing the character back when it didn't really need to be, but you still did it.
Deixa comigo, me dá uma lição nele. Então, o pai dela não diz.
It is implied, though, that at least with Passo, he did get on with him. Like, and yeah, he used him, but at the very least, he used it because he was trying to, get the stepsister out the family. I don't remember what his plan is here. I still like the decision not to translate the subtitles here. It's obviously, funny enough, like Resident Evil 4 and 5 were doing this before, but it still is like really effective.
Hey, what are you doing here? Huh? I ask you a question. Answer him. Answer him. What are you doing? What? What are you doing here?
I like that.
I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you doing here?
Hit me in the ear.
Hey, answer me. What are you doing here?
Yeah, noggin knocker. Hit the noggins together.
Back in the precinct after all this time. Time to find out what the hell was going on.
Oh yeah, this is a good idea. Hey, you! I do like that tactic. I don't know if I'll ever get in trouble with the police, but I might try that of just going like, "What? What? I can't hear you!" and see what happens. Get my ass
I knew
kicked.
Nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later.
What? Let's pick up an extra gun, just in case. I get the feeling this is partly supposed to be a.
Luckily, I wasn't the only cop with a pill problem.
This is supposed to be a Max Payne 2 throwback a bit as well, because there was a level. There was like what was it? There's like non-combat, but there was like specifically combat stuff you did in the police station in that as well.
I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations.
Don't worry, I'm not I'm not planning that.
Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all.
Good job hiding, Max.
Luckily for me,
I mean, okay, it worked.
Arrived just in time.
Pretty sure they would have seen your massive white head, like.
It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Aha! Well, I think in the story it's one specific gang, They don't really talk like there's multiple. At least not like of this size. Oh, some graffiti. Can't read any of it, but you know, it's there. I saved those two though. That was nice. Oh! Yeah, there's another gold gun. The doors still make that wooden sound if you try and go into them. Oh dear. Oh, that's a video game shotgun, alright. There we go. Right in the butt. And the head.
Can't believe this. It's Mr. Have a Nice Day guy.
Hold on.
You ain't gonna help me. Fucking luck.
Where's that coming from?
Seemed the anti-drug squad had a few habits of its own.
Yeah, where is he? Weird. Why could I hear him but not see him? I guess he's, is he through there? Did I, like, trigger a bit too early? Well, let's just go forward.
The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more pressingly, seemed I was too.
Oh. Hold it. Hold it. Take that. No, 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 no. There we go. I don't know why. Maybe this isn't a thing. I find it really funny that when he was, well, Max was in interrogation, they didn't take his gun holster off of him.
Figured I'd bag those up for evidence.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, someone locked the door.
The security switch had to be in that booth.
Okay, I'm really confused about the where that guy was who was apparently arrested. Because I could hear him. Anything back here? Nope, just fun.
Special Forces painkillers. It was Monday's arrest log, as far as I could tell. And no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards have been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel.
Okay, I guess I missed that guy. Because, yeah. Oh well. I don't know what I was supposed to do there, though. Like, I could hear him. Oh, well, there you go.
That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision.
Oh no! I didn't get in cover quick enough. Okay, let's try again. It's weird I forgot all this part. Come on, pick it up. Pick it up. What are you doing, Max? There you go.
Seemed a crying shame to let that RPG go to waste.
There's one. Oh no! Oh! 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 Yeah, I've got to do that section better. There we go. I think you do reload quicker when you are in bullet time though. You don't do the spin anymore. But I think the actual animation is faster. Aha! Gotta remember, gotta go for headshots of those guys.
This nice. The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off.
Oh, poor Max.
Any time the prison riot had bought me was starting to run out. I had to keep moving.
Oh! There we go.
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward. Nothing changes.
Haha! Locker room. Oh, I missed. There we go. Oh no! Oh! Oh, that was a bad move on my part. I got messed up there. I think I freaked them out a bit there. Because, oh dear, what's happening here? You can tell these guys are highly trained. Oh. Kind of just all coming through the same door. Hey, well.
Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time.
Well, I'll go look in the toilets. Don't know what you're gonna find, Max. We found a golden gun piece for one thing. Can't do some extra exercise, pump up. Anything in here?
They had their body armor. I had mine.
There we go. Oh, the frame rate's rough here. I think that's the only thing that really disappoints me. Again, this running on Xbox One, that the performance, oh no, was like not really touched up at all. You probably would need a Series console to get that.
Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with.
Bread, okay, we've got some bread. Burgers. Those are huge burgers. Corn, drums, you got a chicken leg, sausage, feta fish, lot of meat. They all like their meat, okay.
Becker's blood money from the good doctor. Serrano had canceled one side of that transaction. The other was on me.
I do like just how much dialogue Max has as well. That's kind of, not kind of, that's just what you get with Rockstar though. They are really good for just packing their games with dialogue and... Oh, I'm not doing good on ammo here. There we go. Oh, in the side too.
They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running.
Okay, what we got here? Oh no, there was pills to pick up there.
It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up half-wit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's going to decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator.
Oh, I could say something right now that would get me in trouble. Maybe, with some people.
Of course, they were headed my way.
Trying to think how to phrase this. This game could have easily have not been set in Brazil. Maybe we were more naive at the time. Whatever. People don't fucking like it. Oh, that's a rough bit, yeah.
E aí, fera? Prova pouquinho disso aqui.
Oh, this is a hard section. Oh, okay. What am I doing wrong here? I know if I die enough times, they'll just fucking give me painkillers. Well, that's not great. Oh man, that was a lot of damage. Okay, what have I got left? 20. Okay, yeah. This is a tough section. Yeah, they're just giving me, like, extra painkillers now, so it's not helping me that much. Oh wow, I think I got through that. That was probably the worst way to do that encounter.
Rising. That meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving.
But I got through it. Might as well take their laser sight guns. Oh, I see it. Yeah!
I saw the elevator doors were open.
I know, Max, but I see they make it work in this game because Max's whole deal is that he internal monologues all the time. But man, I don't like the trend that games do nowadays, where their main characters are always just telling you what to do. It's like, I know what I need to do. I'm looking for stuff, and I found something. So
if there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix.
It's a bigger issue where the characters just talk out loud, especially when they, you know, talk out loud, like emotions and feelings and shit like that. It's like, that's not how people talk. Oh wow, now it's really like Resident Evil.
Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Check this room first. No, is there nothing here? Oh, there is. There's some pills. And any clues? We've missed a lot of clues, I think, in this chapter. gun is actually not so great. It's really hard to get get shots with. Yeah, I'm gonna not use that. The laser sight actually makes it a lot harder to use. That's a weird checkpoint. We'll stick with the classic double guns. Okay, we're doing okay. Let's do some more shoot dodge. Yeah. Come on. Those were terrible shots. Like, I was on target, but not doing any... You really got to go for the heads with these guys. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh! Yeah, groin shots! This is actually like a really intense gunfight. I don't know if this is very realistic. Oh, shit, he got me. I dived at the wrong angle. Where's the checkpoint going to be here? Oh, here again? That is a weird checkpoint. Okay. Let's try again. Come on, I know you're there. Oh, it's a shame there's not a checkpoint here. That'd probably be a bit too cheesy. I actually think this might be the best method, just to get headshots and then get into cover. Yeah! It's good.
I killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now.
Oh yeah, let's pick up his gun. Ah, they never have. Those enemies never have a lot of ammo when they drop though. Anything cool in here?
If I didn't hurry, Becker would be long gone.
No, he probably wouldn't.
Sao Paulo's own David and Goliath. I'd pinned De Silva as a coward, but he'd risked more than anyone. And he'd never taken a bribe. I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was, 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to, on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine.
Yeah. Kind of like, it is a little weird that the dialogue
I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time.
Oh, okay. You know, like, the dialogue is so...
The CS were all but out of business
apparently it is
in
the
Sao
time.
Paulo, and suddenly Becker and Victor looked like local heroes in the war on crime. They'd really gotten their money's worth outsourcing their problems onto me. My old pal Serrano. We'd both been unwitting clowns in this sorry circus. Part of me hoped he'd made it out of that hotel alive.
I like this. We're doing a slideshow presentation here. Next slide.
I didn't recognize the guy. Maybe this was the new slum king De Silva had talked about. A throne never stays empty for long. Fame at last.
Yeah.
It was no great surprise I'd made Ufe's most wanted list. I hadn't done much to improve the reputation of Americans abroad over the past few weeks. And there they were, my illustrious employers. 3 dead and still every chance I'd go 4 for 4. None of this was going to look good on the resume. And I was in good company. Howell Passos, sent up north to find a washed-up gringo who would act tough and play dumb. Boy, did he ever deliver.
There we go. I like the dog's like, I haven't got time to play with slides, and then you do. You do play with the slides. You did have time, Max. Man, that guy was not doing his job. Ow. Oh! Where are they? Where are you? Making a lot of noise back. There you are. There we go. Yeah, it's actually easier to aim without the laser sight. Laser sight actually makes it a little harder. Oh! There we go.
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself.
I don't know if I actually have had one of those.
Nothing
Not nightmares,
I was
I
gonna
mean,
find in
that
there could
specific
make a
one.
difference now. I had all the evidence I needed.
From what I remember, because we're not quite there yet, but, you know, when we get to the ending. Yeah. Much like Max Payne 2, I don't really know what the, you know, it's very implausible that Max would be able to go and do anything after this. I don't know if they ever really explain, like, how Max wasn't in prison at the end of Max Payne 2. The closest I could find, like, not even the prequel comic even really mentions it. It's just like, oh yeah, like a wiki entry I found said he was discharged. Oh dear.
Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. That would have been too easy. This was a waste of time.
Oh, well,
The
thanks,
doors
Max.
were all locked. There had to be something else I wasn't seeing.
Hang on, I'm gonna...
If I didn't do something soon, I was going to be crying myself to a very long sleep. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique.
Yeah! Oh, Max, you are the Bumblekin. I am the Bumblekin. I know what a TV dinner feels like. Welcome to the party, pal.
There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela. Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come. Him and Becker.
I like they haven't destroyed that evidence yet. Keep it, just in case we, I don't know, it's gonna go into our kill compilation at some point. I do love when, like, oh. Well, better watch some TV for a bit.
O seu dinheiro representa o seu futuro. Mantenha-o seguro com o Banco Boitatá. Para a sua casa, o seu carro ou o seu negócio. Venha falar com Boitatá.
Threatens to be the worst volcanic eruption in Ecuador for 40 years.
Oh no.
The epidemic of violence that grips Brazil's major cities continues to worsen. On Monday, a massive gun battle between drug gangs and special forces
they just called it on film.
Nova Esperanza left 150 people dead or critically injured. Mayoral candidates were divided on the reactions to the altercation. Camila Machado blamed the police force for acting without restraint and effective government oversight. Victor Branco, whose eldest brother was murdered last week and whose youngest brother is missing and is feared to have been an innocent victim in Monday's gun battle, issued a statement calling for more funding for law enforcement and vowing to stop at nothing to make Sao Paulo safe again.
Like this.
In Buenos Aires, the world's largest chorizo.
Oh, nice.
Quite a stir.
Oh, shit, Max, I was watching that.
Enough. It was time to bring this nightmare to an end.
Fucking asshole, I was watching that. Oh man, there's a lot in this story that's like, this could be set in another country. I like, one thing I will say, I like how easily the news network got footage of the police committing atrocities, and most of those scenes happened where Max was also in the area and he's not caught on film at all. It's just like missing completely. Didn't get a shot of the big white bald American guy running around in his fucking in his Hawaiian shirt, because you know we're hard to miss. We blend right in. That was the show. It was actually camouflage. It looked like we stuck out, but actually when you're on camera, it just, not modern cameras, we're in HD now, but back then you just disappeared. Whoa. Oh dear. That was not a very elegant pose there, Max. I was really hoping there was like a little room I could poke in to find some stuff, but no. How can they even see? I guess I don't know how, like, smoke grenades work. The destruction tech stuff, though, is still really cool in this. It reminds me of Crisis Zone, the Namco arcade shooter that they made after Time Crisis 2, where the whole gimmick is just you can shoot everything and break it. There we go. Oh, that's a different gun. What gun is this?
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't going to find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
This did remind me though, I was talking earlier, hang on, was there a... No, okay. Which door? Oh, no, not that door. Okay, well, what? Go through the cutscene first.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda.
Yeah, gringo.
Properly introduced.
I know who you are.
And you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
Oh, for fuck's sake, how is he not dead? Yeah! This game's fucking awesome! I don't care if it's a bad Max Payne game. Look at this shit. John Woo fucking shit. What, you gonna play Stranglehold instead? Actually, we might play that one day. That sounds like a fun stream, actually. There we go. Oh! I don't know, was I getting shot through the hole? It kind of looked like it. Hello! I like I'm using this hole for this gunfight. But it does remind me, though this game has like the eternal monologue, and specifically it does the thing where Max will constantly remind you like this is your next objective. No, to be fair, there was a little bit of that in the other games as well. Okay, I thought that was bulletproof glass, but it's not. Not at all. I thought I was shooting through the hole, but I think... Jesus Christ, that just did a lot of damage to me. Kind of like all the music gone away. Makes this really tense. Okay. But it's not really, surprisingly not an issue in Grand Theft Auto games. You don't really have the protagonists doing the whole, oh, I'm going to talk out loud, I'm going to tell the player what they need to do next.
Another pile of
I
bodies
kicked him.
And still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else. something buried deep in the past.
Oh, I like that.
Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best.
I think it's this and then one more level, by the way, just for, Oh, nice, for the shooting range.
About the only friend I had left in that town.
I can't go into it, though. That's kind. Oh, it is weird that a lot of these doors lock behind you. Because that shooting range. Oh, nice. We go through the little like tactical bit. I like they've set themselves up like they're part of the training course. It is weird how much Max's head will stick out cover, but when you're in cover, you are... They don't hit you. Like, I'm glad it's like that. It's just really funny, especially once he, like, shaved his head. Oh dear. That's sneaky. Is that everyone? There we go. Like, maybe people don't like it because there is this kind of set piecey stuff, but I think it balances out well. Like, and I think the ratio of it, there is a lot of just pure gunfights in this game. Oh, that's a rough looking texture. Oh! And those, man, those kills. Like this one, what fucking PS2 game did they get these textures from?
I was going around in circles, getting further away from the truth. I had to find my way out of there.
Oh, here we are. We are in the shooting range now. We are going in circles. Oh no. I was gonna say, because this you could see through the door that this area was like fully rendered. Oh Jesus! Okay, I gotta be gotta do better. Yep, the wood will protect me. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, that was my fault. I dived in the wrong way. That is the one downside to the diving being physics-based, is it can, like, though it can be really funny, the kind of calamity stuff going on, it can also hurt you. I'm definitely not doing this efficiently. Like, look at that. How is this protecting me? I'll still stand by it. I would have liked to have seen Remedy have done, like, remade Max Payne 1 in this engine. Like kept it... Okay, well, good. I like that. Considering the damage that Max is doing, surprised he's the first one to actually say, look, I can't fucking take on this guy.
Any bullets I had left were being saved for someone special. Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Like, it's kind of funny, because if you take out some of the specifics, it is a story that is a lot like Max Payne 1, where he was set up as the fall guy, and there was, like, the secret drug trade, and it wasn't just, like, hoodlums pushing drugs, it was from this, like, secret organization that was tied to the government and all that. It's actually not that different. It's just, there's not really a direct hook to Max aside from, oh, he's a fucking idiot. Look what happened in the first 2 games. He would be perfect as a fall guy again. It'd be nice if there was some, like, link to his past, but also pretty much everyone from Max Payne 1 and 2 are dead. So, like, who would you even bring back? Oh! Nice! One thing I'll mention about the close kills is, though obviously the kill animation you don't control, you do have to shoot. So it's a really effective way to give you... Oh, shit. I should have dived. There we go. Went a lot better that time. Didn't look like it was going to for a while there, but... Yeah! Oh, I was out of bullets.
Hey! You Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand. Oh, I understand plenty, asshole. How stupid can one man be?
Oh, here we go. Actual boss fight.
I didn't want to kill you.
Oh dear. I'm about to die. Look at that chair spin though. That's cool.
You have served your purpose. This is where it ends.
I couldn't get a direct shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was a waste of bullets. His cover was too good.
Oh, no! And I think I figured it out there as well. Wonder where the checkpoint's going to be. Okay. That's nice, at least. I was afraid I was gonna have to do that first encounter again.
Give Rodrigo my regards!
Oh, I gotta...
Those ceiling tiles looked kind of loose. It was worth a shot.
What am I missing here?
What are you hoping to achieve here? What do you think of that?
Oh. Did I get him? I got him. Kind of. Oh, and then he got me. Okay. See, I do prefer
I'll think of you when I get my promotion.
this being the style of boss fights instead of just, oh hey, here's this guy with a huge health bar.
You are doing so well. Time to go and spoil it.
Oh no! I jumped bad there. That's on me. Okay. Okay, we could do this. I think you have to play on the harder difficulties to not get the dynamic difficulty stuff where they give you like extra.
Thank you for all the fine work.
Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Wish I could skip these little... Oh.
You're even crazier than I thought!
Almost. There we go.
You shouldn't have listened to that idiot, Da Silva!
Yep. He's still holding on. There he goes. Oh. Like, as dark as the tone is, it does have like a goofy element that I really appreciate.
Feel it.
Like dumb action hero movie stuff.
Becker!
Becker! Yep.
Something funny about dying?
I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh?
Yep, of course.
There's a good fellow.
Well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the Crachá Preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime.
Well, we knew this guy was involved
I give you
already.
A bonus, but I think you just frittered it away. Becker, take his gun.
Yeah! Yeah. That's why I like you, Max.
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down.
Oh yeah, fucking
I knew
tough
they'd
guys.
be in town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
I like. Oh, and he just walks out. Here we go. Final chapter. Oh,
Okay,
this guy's
Max.
still helping us out.
You check the main terminal. I'm gonna go and look for the Bronco plane by the hangar, okay?
Let's do it.
You keep an eye out in there.
Gonna
You know Becker's gonna have some guys in there watching out
get
for you.
hot in here.
So, of course, I knew they were looking for me. But the airport was about the only place a fat gringo might blend in. Well, there or a sex club.
Yep.
My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds.
Yeah,
They were out
I like
in
that.
force. And they were out for me. But then, I was out for them, too. Every last one of those bastards. Now that I made it through, check in.
Master of Disguise, Max Payne.
Come on, bastards.
Look, it's a rail shooter! We're back to rail shooters! This is it, this is what we were missing. Yeah! Ow! Who's shooting at me? Oh! Just stay laying down, it's fine. What's gonna happen? Oh no! Oh dear. That was probably the worst way to do that, but I just wanted to stay on it the whole time. That's the wrong button. What's in here? I think that's progress. I just want to have a quick look around. Ow. You know what, I think when you're in bullet time you take less damage. I could be wrong. Feels like it. Oh, frame rate's a bit rough in here too. Apparently that conveyor belt is demanding. There we go. Was that it? No! Good move, that guy. What am I doing? There we go. It might be okay this time. Makes sense, that's where the checkpoint was. Guy. Wow, that worked. What's he doing? Yeah! Oh, that was cool. No giant doors for Max, not anymore. Oh, I really need killers right now. In the game. Yeah, we're kind of past all the like big story revelation stuff now. There we go. It's pretty much just finish the fight.
It felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag.
Yeah, that was good. There we go. What's in here? Anything in here? No. They do this though. Like Rockstar make a lot of rooms in their games that don't really, you know, they're filled with stuff but not related to the game. And while it's like cool for world building, it's definitely an issue of just, well, you know, you're putting all this money and assets into something the player's not going to do anything with. Oh, that was dumb. Should have done that better. Okay, okay. Oh, that missed. It's a bad shot, Max. There we go. Keep forgetting I could crouch. I barely used it in Max Payne 1 and 2 because you couldn't move and crouch. See, stuff like this is where a grenade would be useful. Oh, check that out. Yeah. Yeah, shoot up his arm.
These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet.
Oh. Yeah, working mirror that's missing. This is still weird. This must be something to do with the engine where it can do some real-time reflections, but it didn't have the processing power to reflect like all the physics objects. Probably on PC that looks better.
The doors lead in the direction of the main terminal.
Okay, let's look in
the customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead. Nothing was happening back here. I had to get to where the action was.
Alright. You never know. There could have been a... Yeah, there's golden gun parts in this level, Max. So... Shut up, like. Okay.
There were UFE all over the airport, and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for their escape was a weird sort of compliment, but one I didn't need.
Here we go. Oh yeah, this song. This is like the song. It's a good song. I think even people I've talked to who don't like this game mention they really like the soundtrack. Let's crank it. This is the same people who made the soundtrack, so I don't think it gets claimed. I hope not. It is also, I think a lot of my memory of this game looks weird because I played it on my like old Mac. I'm trying to think when I would have played it. Like it wasn't at launch. Probably like 2014, 15. I'd have to go to my Steam library and check. Oh, that was a bad idea. There we go. Such an interesting sound. I have to look up more of this band. Oh, up. Like this kind of... Oh yeah, we got some vocals. Thousand bullets. So yeah, because the music's dynamic. Well, no, we're in like an airport, which have malls like this. Some airports. Not that I've actually been in one, but I've definitely seen them. There we go. Oh, apparently that's not cover. See where the enemies are around here.
A gate had opened at the other end of the departure lounge.
Kind of reminds me, it's not Nine Inch Nails specifically, but it's very similar to what Nine Inch Nails and I forget his other name, there was another guy who worked on it. Oh, there was someone behind me who did the soundtrack for the David Finch version of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Yeah, we're back. See if I can get this guy. There we go. Maybe I should try and go up. Just can't get up to this upper level. That guy took a lot of shots. It's a little weird. He's not dead yet. Let me go over here, because there were meds over here. There we go. Well, I think for like a good time period, it was probably very hard to get action scenes and games. Yeah, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So I cranked it a little bit because it's such a good riff. Oh, look at that extra pills up here. There we go. But you know, after 9/11 stuff, I imagine it was probably really hard to set action scenes in airports. Just taking shots at me. And hitting me.
It opened at the other end of the departure lounge.
Wow, that worked.
Just perfect. Grenades.
Oh. Doing a lot of damage. There's one. You know, I'm gonna do something fucking stupid. Yeah! Oh wow, I didn't actually take that much damage from it. I guess because it was the final kill. Because normally you take a lot of damage if you do that. There we go,
Maybe
see?
they were in the next terminal. I'd keep looking until Victor sent me a postcard from Miami.
But yeah, most of this is the final level from what I remember. Let my health regen a little bit, then he'll. There we go. Just like Max Payne 1 and 2.
The next terminal was down the escalators.
Hang on, 1 sec. Sorry, my hands are cramping up. Ugh. Yeah, there's quite a lot of golden guns in this level we just didn't get so far. Max is getting old. We'll use the escalators. I don't know why I got out of cover there. I guess these bins don't count as cover. This darkness does not seem to have helped them out that much. Oh no, I don't want that. There you go, that's what I was trying to do earlier. Yeah, got ya!
It didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the power was on.
Just wanted to check if there's any goodies in here. Because this is a bit out the way for Max. Ah, okay.
Trams were running again. Maybe they'd take me to my gate. Maybe they'd bring more guys wanting to whack me. Maybe both.
Yep, both. Oh yeah. It's just really a shame that the on base Xbox One this does not run that well. Oh! I didn't see you there. Who's left? Yeah, shooting the butt. Okay, we're using a lot of ammo there. Hopefully these guys got... Yep, they've got ammo. Okay, I guess this is our tram.
And we were off. I felt like I might be able to recharge for a second. At least until we pulled into the station and met more murderous assholes.
Oh. No! Bitch! I like that. Can't even sit.
Didn't work out like that.
Oh wow, this is very Time Crisis here.
Trying to derail me.
This is just Time Crisis 2 now. We're gonna stream the Time Crisis stuff on this stream one day. But I want to do it all on like real hardware with actual light guns. So I need to make sure I can even capture that. No, I didn't kill that guy. Why won't this guy die? There we go. I know I wasn't hitting him in the head, but still. Oh wow. It's kind of funny that my my stream title was a fucking
It was perfect.
Mark Echo's
Everyone
Getting Up
wanted a
reference,
ticket
because
for the
there is a...
Max Payne Express.
Oh shit, the Max Payne Express. How do they shoot you? I like, by the way, I could just use the... Oh shit. I could just use the crosshairs going red to see where the enemies were. But there's a level in Mark Echo. It's not a shooting game, obviously. But there's also like a train level in that game.
I felt like I'd missed out on the joke.
Oh.
And it was a real good one. Come on.
Yeah! Oh.
The tram was slowing down, and I'd only just gotten on board. I had to salvage what I could and see what was waiting for me.
Let's check out this end. Yeah, see, I knew it. If I was a dev, I would have hit something there as well.
This was my stop.
Just want to, you know, I want to keep checking, Max. I want to see if there's anything else. There we go. Off you get.
It had taken me
Oh,
right
no, your
into
shirt.
the heart of it. Becker's gimps were everywhere, so he and Bronco must be close. The smart move would have been sticking with De Silva and going straight to the hangar. But when was I ever about smart moves? I'm a dumb move guy.
Hell
hey,
yeah.
Max, we'll drive onto the runway. No thanks. Let me walk in the main entrance. I'll put a big shit-eating grin on my face and let these assholes take turns trying to kill me. That's my style, and it's too late in the day to hope for change.
Oh,
Boy,
sneaky.
were they throwing numbers at this problem. But then, I'd chosen to be here. I wanted this. Was it redemption? Not really. It was pathetic desperation, and not much else. The further in I got, the more guys I saw. Becker wasn't
Were they
running
playing
a
rock,
police
paper,
force.
scissors?
He was running an army. These guys were better trained and better equipped than anyone I'd seen out here. And I'd seen some mean sons of bitches. The mission was screaming suicide, but I didn't give a damn. At least I'd die being a pain in the ass.
Still, yeah, I turned against the text as this playthrough went on.
There the bastards were, sneaking off in their rich kid's toy.
I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker! Mr. Payne, I believe you had something to say to me. Mate ele! Mate ele agora! Não! Não! Não!
I could be wrong, this might actually be timed. Oh! They're not making this bit easy, I'll tell you that.
You know, Max, you're just another gringo trying to impose his will on our world.
How many more of your clowns you were sent to their deaths?
Who's left? Who's left? Oh no, okay, so it's just a survive for a certain amount of time section. Yeah! Yeah! So... Oh yeah, you see this early, I forgot how fucking brutal this bit is.
This was it. It was almost over. So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for.
Oh yeah, I remember making fun of that line and saying like,
the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized they were correct.
Oh shit, is his
know
eye
right from
coming
wrong
out?
If one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
Yeah, I didn't shoot him. I... Alright, here we go. Gonna finish the fight.
Drive the fucking car. Go!
And give the Covenant back their bomb.
Left to play.
Just get me close. Look, a squad is coming from the right. Passenger side. Insurance ain't gonna cover this. Come on. Got a flight to catch. It's not going to take off without us. We're getting hit.
Oh, you've actually got to aim like quite precise here.
We need to clear the runway.
What a direct hit! Wonder if I can get the chopper yet. Yep.
I'm normally a behind the desk kind of cop. If only I'd been one of them too.
God, all these trophies I'm getting! All these achievement burritos!
That's them.
Oh, I'm gonna be rich after this. Look at him!
Asshole. Your career's coming down with that plane. Let's get it over with.
Yeah! Feel the pain! Oh yeah, end that. Just give me all the points. Just keep them coming. Can't get any multiplayer ones anymore. How many survived? Oh yeah, run. You know, you can get away from here.
Wait, Max! No! Stop! Max! We have what we need on him now. Let him enjoy a trial and a spell in prison. Let him suffer. Trust me.
What you gotta do, Max?
You know I walk. You'll walk with a lift.
Yeah! Oh, pretty sure that scene's stolen directly from Dirty Harry. Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot there was a post-credits thing. I thought it kind of just ended there.
The 55th Battalion of the City Police's Special Forces Unit, who have been implicated in human trafficking, has been disbanded indefinitely. Meanwhile, Victor Bronco, the politician at the center of the scandal, who is accused of laundering money from the scheme to fund his political campaign for mayor, was yesterday found hanged in his police cell. It's not yet clear whether his death was a suicide or simply retribution for his part in a scandal that has so many families missing loved ones.
A lot of weird, like, little things you could point to future events in this game.
Local residents expressed outrage as they have been let down by both law enforcement and city leaders. And now your local
He's got his shirt back. He got a shirt back though. Good job. Oh no, he's got shorts on. Max, I've not seen your knees before. Yeah. Get rid of our belt loops. Oh. Oh. We did it. Oh. Woo. There's a... I'm kind of surprised they give him that ending, but I guess it leads up to it, you know. That Max is supposed to actually learn from his mistakes and show tiny little bit of like restraint, if you could call that ending restraint. But there you go. It's still a weird game. It still feels like a game that they wrote the story and then wanted to fit Max into. And it's weird that is both the story in the game and in reality. And that's why I have that theory I mentioned about it being intentional meta on the game's part. I don't think that really excuses it, and I don't think it's a super interesting commentary to say, hey, because they're commenting on this on themselves if that's how it was planned. You know, oh, we brought this character back. And I'm going to try something, because I'm noticing my stereo pan looks weird. Ooh, there we go. I've really got to get a better audio input device there. Like, if that is intentional, that the commentary is supposed to be on the idea of bringing Max back after all these years, it's like, yeah, but you are the ones who did that. No, again, remember, like, this game went through so much development hell, it sounds like. Funny enough, like, as much as I think it came out really well, like, it has its issues in the writing and the story, I think it would make a really good Macklin Muscles on YouTube does the what happened videos. I think it would make a good one if you could get enough insider knowledge, because if you go far back enough, and I didn't know this, they announced this game in 2004, and that was made by a completely different studio. That was like an Eastern European Rockstar studio were making that version, and that had a very different story, and it was going to be set in Russia. And then eventually this version got announced in 2000, and it was supposed to come out in 2009. And then it took like a few years. It just kept getting pushed forward and forward. And when you look at that early reveal, like, Max looked a lot older. Like, he had the beard, like he does at the end of the game here, but it was going grey. I think they were trying to make it look like he had gone bald naturally as well. And they wanted a different actor. And I remember there being huge backlash to that. So I think that's why they brought him back. And to be fair, I am against that in general. Where they're whole like, oh, we want to portray this guy older, so we need a new actor. And it's like, unless you're talking about the difference between like a 6-year-old and a 6-year-old kind of thing. When it comes to voice acting, most voice actors can make themselves sound a bit older. Also, like, most people's voices don't change that much from, like, from, you know, when you're in your, like, 20s, 30s to when you're in your 60s, you just get, like, a bit more gravelly or something sometimes. It depends on, like, your lifestyle choices. Yeah, they changed actors for Snake, but I like Kojima. It was the wrong choice. Kojima did it just because he wanted fucking Kiefer and a bunch of Hollywood people in his games, and then picked a guy who just, like, wasn't suited to the character really, and who barely did any audio work because they could only have him for a little bit. I mean, yeah, they want this to be cinematic. But I mean, that was always Max Payne's thing. You know, it's like neo-noir. It was supposed to be inspired by a lot of those, like, late 90s, early 2000s action. Like, I remember, I don't have it anymore. I think I've only got my PlayStation 1 magazines. But I remember reading official PlayStation Magazine 2 UK when they were previewing this. And I think at the time, it hadn't come out on PC yet, but they announced they were going to port it to PS2. And they were showing, like, the PC screenshots. And they actually mentioned we started development of this game before the Matrix first movie had come out. Like, I think it's funny that people call it bullet time in the Matrix, because I think Take-Two actually own, or 2K, sorry, is it Take-Two or 2K? It's Take-Two, yeah. I think they actually own it, because, like, if you look on the back of the box for Max Payne games, they always mention bullet time trademarked and registered and copyrighted and all that. It's really funny. You read the back and it's just like all this lingo. It's like bullet time, registered trademark. Unless, like, maybe that was owned by Warner Brothers with the Matrix films and they have to put it in because of that. I don't know. It's just, that's such a romp of a game. And I will say to anyone who liked Max Payne 1 and 2 and dismissed this game because of what's different, especially the story. Like, I can understand the story stuff, but you are missing out on this game. This game holds up immensely. It does have some issues. There are some levels, like that bit in the stadium where you're walking around limping. That's not fun to replay, and it's really weirdly put because you've already done. That felt like that was meant to be the first level, and then they moved it up. So you're doing like tutorial stuff after you've already done a bunch of levels, and you'll notice a lot of the time the reason why Max slows down a lot is because if he's getting near like a cutscene door, he like will slow down. But just the look of the game, the text on the screen, I used to like it, but redoing this playthrough, it's like it's really hammy, and most of what they're highlighting on the screen, I don't think this is the intent, but it feels like the writer's going like, oh, these lines are brilliant, highlight these words when the guy says like this line, haha. it's just nah. I think they could have got that. I still think they could have done this story without such a dramatically different setting, but at the same time, like, there is so much more variety in the level design and look than Max Payne ever had before. It's a bit of a, you know, scale there of like it's you only have like those two levels that really feel authentic to the look of Max Payne, but then you do get throwback levels even set in Brazil. You just, you know, it is like, you know, they're going for a different look, and I think that's fine. It's more just, yeah, it's like, it's the same kind of stories that Max Payne used to be in, just that it's not really about him. And it comes out weird. And some of their early, you know, a lot of I think people forget, a lot of their early things they wanted to do, with like the dramatically different looking Max. If you look at that Game Informer reveal, he does not look the same in that version. Or they wanted a different actor and they weren't gonna have him look the same. Oh, it's kind of funny if you look at some of these credits. A bunch of these people aren't even at Rockstar anymore. They all left in the last like 5 years. It's still a really fun game. The only problem is with the console version, they shut down the multiplayer servers. The multiplayer is the one thing I wish I had a chance to show this off. But I ended up doing this too late, because the multiplayer works a lot better than you would think. Because if you play like Max Payne, 1 and 2, they don't really feel like games that would work in multiplayer, and this one doesn't either, but it was really fun. And, you know, there is replayability with this game, which I like. Rockstar games never really worked for that. They weren't really about replayability, because they never really made linear stuff. Aside from, like, probably Manhunt, which I've not really played much, but I don't think there's much reason to replay that either. But, you know, there's incentive there. And I believe, like, even in the single player, the stuff you got in the campaign, like, leveled up your profile as well. Now you could only get that stuff, I think, if you play on PC, and I think even the stat screen stuff is all gone now. You just have the multiplayer. And they did do a lot of DLC, and at some point they made it all free as well, which was cool, because they put out a lot of multiplayer DLC. Like, costumes, they put like Max Payne 1, Max Payne 2, Mona Sax. They put like a lot of characters from Max Payne 1 and 2 into the multiplayer. And a lot of like maps based on just not only this campaign, but I think they put maps in that were based off the Max Payne 1 and 2 areas as well. It also has a really fun gimmick in the multiplayer. When you die, it shows you like one of those police shooting range cutouts, so you actually see where you got shot. It's fun. But Yeah. That's the only thing I could say. If you didn't like this game because of where it was wrong with Max Payne, and that's fine, and there is issues there, I think the gameplay alone is reason enough you should play this. Even if you hadn't played Max Payne 1 and 2, but you just heard people didn't like this. I think the changes that some people moan about, saying, oh, it has the cover mechanics and the gun limit, it's like, but the games are designed around it. It's not quite the same as, I think of Bioshock Infinite that limited its guns in the same way, and that game suffers because the gameplay feels like you should have access to more weapons at once. Whereas this game is meant to have that kind of scrambly, you know, work with what you've got, you can run out bullets in certain guns. There's also, you know, like some of the streamlining, they got rid of the platform. I was talking to someone recently who I just said, like, just the fact that that's gone alone makes this, like, a bigger recommendation. And they're saying, like, well, there's not even that much in it. It's like, it doesn't matter that there wasn't a lot in it. There was too much platforming in Max Payne 1 and 2. And, like, yeah, there was, like, a little bit less in Max Payne 2. But there was still way too much. Like, any of it was not fun. And I remember someone mentioning, oh, is it because you played on console? Would it control worse? It's like, I don't think it would have controlled better on PC. Platforming with mouse and keyboard is not easy. Especially in a 3D game and having to, like, move with digital movement. So it just all being gone here is for the better. The soundtrack's amazing, especially the dynamic stuff. It is also weird because if you think about this game, and especially if you've played Grand Theft Auto 5, this game was kind of a tech... It's more of a tech demo, because it's them messing with dynamic soundtracks, it's them messing with, like, improvements to the Rage engine that they put into 5, and, like, you can see it. You can see the, oh, we're trying stuff out that we want to do in Grand Theft Auto 5. Though I still think they regressed Grand Theft Auto 5's shooting from this. Like, I think the shooting in this is actually better than 5. 5, they, like, they scaled it back again, and then they made the characters, like, as delicate as fucking paper. Which I still don't get that decision. And they've never really gone back in and changed it. With how many fucking times they've... Think of the amount of times they've re-released Grand Theft Auto 5, and it was only November last year that this got added to backwards compatibility on Xbox One consoles. It's a shame that Rockstar will re-release, like, Grand Theft Auto specific games, and when they do the re-releases, they usually fuck it up. It's hard to say how much of that's Rockstar and how much of that's Take-Two, and they won't do the re-releases and things like that. So there's some bittersweet with playing this as well. But no, it's still just a romp. It's kind of funny because when I was trying to do research just to see if I could find any interesting tidbits about this game, it was funny reading people that were saying, like, oh, Rockstar can't do linear design, and I don't get where that's from. Like, this works as a linear game, like, really well, and it's clearly what they, you know, their mission designs did get a bit more linear, and that's kind of, they've gone a bit too far in that direction from what I heard. Red Dead Redemption 2 does, where you can't stray off a path at all, and there's not really much options in what to do. But at the same time, in old Grand Theft Auto games, it was like, all that really meant was if you didn't want to play the mission the way it was intended, you could cheese it because the gameplay was so clunky and shit. So I have, like, mixed feelings on that. Oh, look at that, we've been on the credits too long. Obviously, at one point, you know, one studio is going to make this, and it turned out like every Rockstar studio collaborated on this. But it kind of makes sense when you play it and you can feel, oh, this was them testing their technology for what they wanted to do with Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't know, it's just a really fun game still. And you should check it out. You know, play it on PC, because that's where you're going to get the best looking version. I think a lot of the stuff we talked about, like the frame rate being iffy in places, obviously you could get 60 on PC. I think some of the like reflection stuff they do, and some of those big vistas, you get to see those at better resolution. Because even though like I'm running the game capture in 720, you can see like even if you were running at a high resolution, it wouldn't make that stuff look better because it's not natively running at that higher resolution. And the multiplayer as well. It might be a very long time, but I would like to one day do just a multiplayer day. Because as far as I know, I think there's still a decently active player base on there of just people who still play the multiplayer. There he is, James McCaffrey. And here's a bunch of Portuguese actors, not Brazilian. But, you know. Wait, Jonathan Davis from Korn? That can't be right. That's funny. That's a bunch of, yeah, I wonder where those voices are used, because that's a bunch of Max Payne 1 and 2 characters. That can't be Jonathan Davis from Korn. That must be... Yeah, look, because he did motion capture as well. So that can't be right. It's just... This was the era where for some reason Korn was just being featured all the fucking time. Like they were in the marketing for that fucking PlayStation 3 game, Haze, the one that killed Free Radical Design. Where Jonathan Davis says, for me, gaming is like a religion. And Haze is the shit! I urge you to look that up. And then obviously fucking Konami were like, hey, Korn, let's put a song of you. Let's make a song and put it in Silent Hill, because that's Silent Hill, right? Korn. It was weird. Like, think about it. Think about the era that Korn came from. But then for some reason, in like the late 2000s, early 2010s, they were getting featured in the marketing for a bunch of video games. It's like, who are you trying to fucking appeal to? Yeah, Korn. There's a Korn song in Downpour. It's only in like the credits and the attract mode. And I'll give him credit. Tom Hewlett, when the news came out, he was, without directly saying it, he basically said, I didn't ask for this. I know people who are in the Silent Hill don't think there should be a Korn song in the game, but Konami put out feelers, and this is the band they picked, but it's not in the game, it's only in the credits. Like he downplayed it. Hey, we talked about this in the Silent Hill playthroughs. Like Tom is a mixed bag. Like, yeah, he did a lot of stuff that he won't admit to, and then there's a lot of stuff he didn't do that he actually tried to stop. But anyway, we're getting off topic here. I'm trying to think in my like catalog of like third-person shooters how high I would put this up. Oh, weird. Laszlo did a bunch. Laszlo also not working at Rockstar anymore, though. Apparently he left to look after family or something. You can like Korn and Silent Hill. I like them. I just don't think they should be put together. Oh yeah, you could tell that Dan Houser and Laszlo wrote the TV stuff. Again, that's I think the bigger issue with this game, and it's not that the story feels off in places. It's that a lot of the writing just feels like, oh, here's Grand Theft Auto character, and here's like the TV stuff. It feels like it's ripped out of like the Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5 TV stuff. I can send you it, but it's just like a generic Korn song. It's not even that good. and it's just, it does not fit. That's the only issue. It's not necessarily that people hate Korn. It was just Korn's relevance was like a decade beforehand. That's a long time before. There we go. I think that's the song there that got one of my videos demonetized there. Me Bota Pra Dancer. It's just it. Yeah, it was like, why are we using them now? Okay, if you were gonna ask me, hey, you wanna hire an artist to write a song to be featured in Silent Hill, I would first off, I'd actually say this band, Health. Their stuff here, like, I think they could have written a song that like fit. Or I would have said Trent Reznor. But obviously Konami doesn't have the fucking money to get Trent Reznor. Even in like 2010, Konami couldn't fucking afford Trent Reznor. Korn, they did not cost a lot at the time. So, I think that's what ended up in there. God, there was a lot. I'm lucky that more of this stuff did not get flagged. I guess, yeah, there was a lot more licensed music. I guess in the club areas and stuff like that. We only got like one track flagged. Because I was under the impression there wasn't a lot of licensed music in this game. Aside from that stuff. But, you know, this was before the time where, you know, people freaked out on all the streaming stuff of like, oh, you can't do all this music stuff. It's like, well, what are we supposed to fucking do? It's in the games. And maybe there'll be a solution. I remember hearing at one point there was going to be a solution. That Twitch was just going to start giving a cut to these records. Oh shit, there was a Mr. Bongo's song in this. Oh no. Am I thinking of a different band? I might be thinking of Mr. Who am I thinking of? No, it's not Mr. Bongo. Who am I thinking of? Mike Patton was involved in them at some point. Who am I thinking of? Mr. Bungle! That's a completely different band. What the fuck am I thinking about? I think they just need to give a blanket broadcasting license. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And there was a streamer who I don't know what he does now, but did a lot of stuff on Clone Hero, the like PC fan version of Guitar Hero. And he mentioned at some point hearing that that's what Twitch was going to do. There's Max. I think a lot... Oh, one thing I was going to mention, I think a lot of stuff with this game did change over development, because I found one news article that mentioned that the time skips were going to be years. Whereas they're not. Like, it's, you know, it's only a few months they go back. But, there you go. So what do you get? So you get, yeah, New York Minute, which is the, like, speedrun mode. That requires DLC, but it's actually hard to get the DLC to work now. And yeah, there's an actual score attack mode. And there we go. We could look up our Golden Gun progress here. Okay, we have 2. I thought I had more than this. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, there's a second page. There we go. So, there's my golden guns. I believe a lot of these are like attached to achievements, but the reason why they mention XP is because these used to go into like a Rockstar social club thing. But yeah, you could go back into your L chapters. And you can see here they actually mention what the actual stuff you missed is. So you can find a lot of the little clues and environmental storytelling stuff that explains. Because there are a lot of like sub stories. There's actually like a lot of, you know, like there's that whole storyline with the dead soccer star, and that keeps coming up throughout the game. But yeah, well there you go. That's another game down. There we go. We finished everything that I was currently playing. Here we go. Let's go full screen for this. Yeah. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed this look. This is not the same type of look Max has when he's wearing the Hawaiian shirt, but it's shockingly close. His has like birds on it. His has got more colours, but the base colours are actually quite similar. So I'm glad I found this. I don't think I'm ever going to use this again. I might just take some like stupid pictures at some point and put dumb quotes on them and be like, I was Max Payne the whole time. It was me. Yeah. But yeah, now we need to figure out what we're going to do next. I'll mention it now. If you're watching the VOD, because I haven't got much people watching live right now, we're going to start Metroid Dread. I'm a bit late to the party there. But let's do a proper modern game for once. A game that actually came out not 10 years ago. But I got it for Christmas and I held off because I started in the streaming thing. I was like, when I'm ready for it, I want to stream it. And not do as bad as David Jaffe did. We'll talk more about that later. And I've got to think about what else I want to stream now. Because that's the only thing I've got planned so far. But look forward to that. That will probably be Thursday. Because now I've done it like for a few weeks now. I've done like regular days. So look forward to that on Thursday. That'll be a lot of fun. I want to revisit the old Metroid games. That's another point as well. I'm just not sure when that would be. I have to think about that. And I don't want to do that first. I just want to get to Dread. I don't want to faff around too long. Especially because Dread I've not played before. So I want to see what it, you know. A lot of the stuff I've done on stream, it's stuff I've played before. Is there anything I streamed that I hadn't played before? I hadn't beaten Half-Life all the way through. That might be it. That might be the only thing. That's not great. Alright. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. I was your host, Johnny Baghead, and remember, I don't have a remember. This is just belts. I brought these because I'm going to a wedding at the end of the month, and I got some nice belts, and I thought they would look like a fucking gun holster if I just did them up. See, you could cosplay on a budget. I think this whole thing cost me £15 to get the shirt and the belts. And the vest I already had. And the body type, that didn't cost anything. That was already sorted ahead of time. I'm gonna fucking end the stream. Fuck.